And it's time. By the way, I want you to know, everyone, that I've got Zoobs, I've got Horton, I got Mr. Chester, that's me. And before we went live tonight, there was talks about love that was felt from last night's preview. I knew we were doing that because I got we're talking about the reveal tomorrow last night, which was fantastic. And
Can you show the picture I sent you?
oh no, I don't have it on it. You were not happy.
So, look, I tuned into the GW reveal and I was like, all right, they're starting out with some Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves, that's kind of cool. All right, you're going to show all the new stuff. All right, that's pretty cool. What about these models that everybody wants? I think Zuber has the response for that was perfect.
Bro, there was one good reveal, Chaos Dwarfs.
Yeah.
And what do you want in Chaos Dwarfs? You want those bold ass centaurs, man. Those things are badass. Forge World. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dude.
So, I mean, I give them credit. They're bringing back something that people want. Like, people who play Blood Bowl have talked about Chaos Dwarfs forever. There's always been like third-party things. We were like, but I really want the GW models because they just bring back that nostalgia feel. And they gave it to us. And then we were like, all right, we got one good one. All right, what are we going to talk about? All right, some Stormcast models we all kind of know about. And here's a roadmap.
No, not Stormcast models. Some Primaris Space Marine models with wings.
Yeah.
Stormcaster Turtles, otherwise known as Fantasy.
We know that nobody wants Space Marines with wings, right? We know nobody wants Space Marines with wings.
Yes.
Oh, you shut your face. You shut your face or I'll shut it for you.
I think it was planned. They released Sanguinary Guard without wings 2 weeks before revealing Stormcast Eternal Primaris Marines with wings.
Oops,
and it's because they don't like you, Brad.
Turn your Skype volume a smidge down for me because you're blowing my ears out. Otherwise, I can't hear Horton. So my options are don't hear Horton at all and Zoob sounds normal, or blow my eardrums out and then Horton sounds normal. So
no, just mute Horton then.
Dude, I have to say that I agreed with you. I'm going to steal your thunder on this because I did look at the thing. My favorite part of the reveal was, well, what's coming out for 40K? And they're like, Blood Angels by Christmas. And you're like, isn't Blood Angels coming out like in 8 seconds, like tomorrow or some shit? You're like, yeah, I mean, I'm not wrong. By Christmas.
Like, it comes out on the 7th. So that means if you're telling me by Christmas, you're not going to put out the new models that you've revealed and talked about and everything before November? Because, as GW always does, limited edition splash boxes, the codexes aren't legal. So you're telling me that you might hold off on this until after Worlds?
I'm just saying that he's not wrong when he said Blood Angels by Christmas. He's not wrong. I mean, that's also like saying a million is at least several. You know what I mean? So
that's like saying you can do between 3 and 1 million push-ups.
Yeah, still not wrong. So
I can do 3 and 4 million push-ups. 5 was in between 3 and 4 million.
We're gonna get a repeat of the 9th edition Guard release, and the book's gonna come out just fire and get nerfed before it goes legal.
Yeah.
Who all had that? Guard got that. I mean, obviously Votan got dropped off the top ring row before they didn't get to play a game, and they got a series of nerfs. You're like, hey man, remember when your core mechanic didn't exist by the time you got legal? Hey, you know that book you just bought? You're gonna need some extra pages because your rules are lies.
Yeah.
I think the Guard release like a week before the collector's edition came out, they nerfed Indirect. The book came out, and 2 weeks later they nerfed the book, and it was like, all right, guys, thanks a bunch.
I just like the Votan thing because you could literally have bought a codex on release day in plastic, and it didn't actually have the right rules in it. You're like, it hasn't been out more than 11 minutes. You're like, you're 11 minutes too late, bro. that shit doesn't count anymore.
My big hang up is you never want both of your armies to come out back to back, and both my armies are coming out back to back.
Stormcast
mean-
Eternals.
No,
Stormcast Eternatus and Chaos Dwarfs, baby, back to back.
Yeah, the spoiler of, hey, next year we're going to release these 3 codexes, and we are like, okay, and some big names. All right, some returning favorites. Okay, aren't you guys a model company? Aren't you supposed to like get us hyped and pumped to buy more of your
All
shit?
right, here's the thing. We're gonna at least look at this. This Griffin Rider is pretty boss mode, though. I mean, you have to accept that. You know, and I'm covering myself up. This is about to be the Zoobs and Brian show, just so I can show this cool ass shit.
The Stormcast models are gorgeous.
Nothing they previewed looked bad.
No.
Let's look at it. They look sick, dude. Like, I kind of want this dude.
It's gorgeous.
Here it is. I mean, I'll have to use it as 40K model, but like, still, this looks boss mode.
You know, make him a little chaosy and call him a demon prince. Have fun.
I mean, he looks boss mode. I mean,
he's got a little Diablo 3 going on there.
I mean, I really wish that we would get more AOS quality stuff in 40K. Why do they get the better models?
Their design team has inspiration.
The pose on the mount, though, kind of looks like he's getting ready for an episode of Oz.
Dude, I mean, him with this glaive is just badass. Come on,
glaives are always cool.
Yeah,
that's like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I somewhat read the lore of Age of Sigmar. I'm not like hardcore into it, but they have progression and story arcs for their people that have a natural conclusion. They don't just leave stuff hanging off the end of a cliff. You know, the thing they were talking about in the preview, the gentleman who, you know, was a farmer who fought off Nurgle and succumbed to Nurgle and became a Stormcast, and he gets his whole arc, and they conclude his arc in this Stormcast release.
Yep. I mean, some of this stuff's badass. I mean, these dudes on foot don't even look wildly remotely as cool as the dude on the freaking Griffin. But I mean, I can't go wrong with the dude dual wielding a warhammer and a longsword. So
yeah.
I mean, it's a sizable hammer too.
I mean, and that model right there screams conversion into something Space Wolf.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I'm gonna scroll back real quick because like this dude on the Griffin just looks like he wants to be some sort of demon prince or something.
Yeah.
Eric, most of my day has been getting screenshots from people of the chat from the GW stream. So yeah, they were working overtime editing that out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, rightfully so. The best part of it all, though, was when the host guy turns to Stu and goes, "So what else can we expect for this year?" And Stu goes, yeah, so Blood Angels?"
Yep.
Also, this warrior priest is just going to be a chaplain. I'm sorry.
That is 100% a chaplain with a man.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
See, I went to this is my non-existent Judicar conversion.
Oh yeah,
Judge Judy, 100%. Dude, Judge Judy has a poster of this warrior priest up in his room.
Yeah,
this dude is so much cooler.
The hooded skull. Oh
yes.
no, come on, that is
the hooded skull is the way to go
for Dark Angels right there. Ooh, sexy.
Well, KR, what is it a reboot of? I actually don't know on that one. I do love the back with all the purity seals growing down the back. I think this is a badass. This is my favorite of the minis that they showed.
You swap out that Sigmar back piece with a Space Marine power pack, and
yeah, I mean, so you wouldn't just
modify that back piece fairly easily to put the air coolant jets on it and stuff.
So you wouldn't keep the thing that just straight up says
Sigmar
on it.
From the back, if you squint, that looks like the good guys, the good aliens from Fifth Element in their armor.
Yeah.
when they walk and hand them the key.
Walk is a strong word for what they do.
Sculpted, reimagined
Scuffle.
original models, but man,
When they brad over to the guy and hand him the key.
I would take offense to that if it wasn't so accurate.
so that guy with the big giant axe of doom pointing, come on, tell me that isn't a Space Wolf conversion right there, just waiting to happen.
He's also got a wolf cloak.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Helbrecht on a smaller base.
to a point, yeah.
I just think that these guys are. I mean, this is a Space Wolf. The other guy's a chaplain. You know what I mean? This whole line, the whole line of these dudes could just be breeds in the first. I like these dudes a lot. Could be fat. I like these dudes more than I like the new Sanguinary Guard. How about that? Make these all Blood Angels.
Ooh.
You know what you could also do? Take your wings from your old Sanguinary Guard and put them on these Stormcast Eternals and model all your guys with middle fingers up and go, these are my Sanguinary Guard.
It was funny on Tuesday night at the store. We have a couple Blood Angels players, and one of them was like so mad about the wings. And another one was like, I never put my wings on my guys anyways. I liked just the jump pack. I thought the wings were stupid. So I'm like, all right, hearing both dichotomies of it was pretty funny.
I'll throw stuff at him. I'll throw something at him right now.
I have a squad of the new Terminators done up. Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and I use Blade Guard shields on all of them. Looks badass.
This dude holding the standard's actually cool as shit.
It's time to retire the old Storm Shield along with some of the other things. That little square shield just ain't cutting it in the modern era.
You know what?
Those things are beautiful.
Yes.
I would love to see someone take Stormcast and convert those into like Thunderwolves.
Oh, these are so much better.
Yeah, because they just look cooler.
They just have a good look to them.
They skip front leg day.
Well, they are kind of like bird-esque.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I mean, wicked bird-esque, but imagine that guy trying to stop with those thin little ankles.
Never skip leg day.
Jeez.
It's funny because I really like the ride and I really hate this blue-green, whatever this is, model.
Is that? I have not seen
I've
that.
never liked from them.
Ugh.
That thing's...
That's one of the sects or chapters or whatever you want to call it.
That looks
of the
terrible.
Stormcast that I just
That looks awful. Like,
no, nothing about that is sex.
all I know is this portal is about to be chaos corrupted like a madman. Otherwise, either that or it could literally become a cool Eldar portal.
You could do a lot with that. It's a really cool. It's a very cool looking piece of terrain.
How much is it? Did they say the price of that?
No, they didn't say the price of that. I'm gonna guess that's like $100.
It requires a less bombastic approach to reinforcement. Let me gild up my tower for my less bombastic approach.
Well, I do have to say,
21-inch spinners on that thing.
I was just thinking of the fact. Did you guys know that this hobby's fairly expensive, especially when new shit comes out? Just throw that out there.
It's a luxury hobby. It's a luxury hobby run by people who own lemonade stands.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Stormcast Eternals. Hold on, let me see what 40k stuff they brought out. Hold on, wait for it. Hold on, wait for it. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Bam. There's the roadmap. Can we want to talk about the roadmap?
100% go to the roadmap because
I'm on the roadmap. Unfortunately, it's really small.
That's the heresy roadmap.
And we've completed the discussion of the roadmap.
Jesus, is there a different roadmap?
Yeah, there's one for 40k. It's somewhere and it's awful.
I know this roadmap for heresy though.
The preview show for AdMech is, hey, this is what comes out on Saturday. By the way, that's what comes out this Saturday. That's already been previewed, shown online. And then next year, what do we get? Tanks. But we need more infantry for this game. How about some more tanks? What about for Legion Imperialis?
Honestly, you could leave this one up. It's got about as much information as the 40k one does.
Well, tell me what they have on it. How about that? Let's talk about that.
So for the 40k one, I gotta look at it because it's very.
I don't even have it up. I gotta find it again.
It turned into Cosmo Kramer.
Hold on. I
Why
will.
don't you just tell me the movie you want to see?
You got to do the super friends at the the cafe when he's like, I don't need an iPhone, I just have my bat phone. Watch Alfred. What's the weather going to be like? And then you listen to him going, Siri, what's the weather going to be like? And then he just relays it back to Batman. So, all right, where's the I'm gonna find it.
It's on the main page.
Which one?
The Warhammer community page.
I'm on it. I've got 4 of these open for us.
Yeah, there's the Nova preview.
There we go. I got it. I knew it all along.
I by all means don't play the video because I don't want to watch Stu squirm in his seat for a second time.
Oh man, he looked so uncomfortable when the guy started asking him like, "What's coming out?" Stu's like, "Nothing."
So I like, in 2024, what happened? The new edition of 40K. I was like, that happened last year, but we're good. Rollout of refreshed rules and armies.
Well, hold on. The new edition of 40K didn't really start being played until 2024. To be fair.
All right. So it came out in July of 2023.
Sure it did.
And stuff didn't happen really until they nerfed Eldar for the 14th time. And then here we go.
We put out
like,
the second data slate, and then 10th edition started. Thank you very much.
All right, that's fair. That's like I love there's still to come. Much things is happening. It's time to take a breath, watch the balance, and enjoy the World Championships of Warhammer.
Guys.
And when you read that, my head goes, hey, we don't want to upset the meta at all before then, so we're just gonna go, yeah, no, we don't like money.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like a company. I don't know why.
It'd be a shame if they lost the balance in their rock paper scissors game.
Look, all I'm saying is sometimes you gotta put out Blood Angels by Christmas when it's gonna be out in September.
It's not even that. Blood Angels, end of year.
I mean, you guys also got to realize is that they've only got like 3 months to do this in because Orktober's coming and you can't release anything.
You know what?
Including orcs.
I was just want to say, you're going to get me fired up for that because every year they say Orktober is coming, and every year absolutely no orcs show up in Orktober.
I played orcs for 1 year, and it was the first year they announced Orktober. And I was like pumped, and I think the first orc release was like October 28th.
Exactly. Randall's got it 100% right. October. That is my favorite November. Fucking, have we ever even gotten an orc model in Orktober?
I mean, yeah, Cromlech does a fantastic Orktober.
Oh, fuck it. Can I throw something at my camera at you? This is fucking... God damn it.
So
Brad's gonna pull out his black custody roads and put the cure on, and
come on now, it's gonna be the Smiths, by the way.
I mean, we look at 2025 and they're like, all right, so off the bat, Astra Militarum, Eldari Imperial Knights, stuff everybody wants to see get books. Very happy. I think every Thousand Suns player went, what? All the rumors said us. So it's like, okay. And then it's like more codexes.
All I know is Zoob's got so stunned by Astra Militarum that he's stuck. You know what? I hope he never comes back just so he can keep that facial expression on him the entire cast.
Hi, everyone.
Dude.
So I'm like, my favorite is it says more codexes. Yeah, because GW likes making money, and how do you make money? You put out codexes and models. Ooh, shocker.
They're a model company.
Yeah. I mean, and I love...
Don't forget $36 per big name.
Yeah, and it's big names.
Big names.
Big names.
Big names. Big names.
No, nothing, just big names. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, Tom. It's going to be huge.
Huge. Working out.
And then special chaos treats. Right, we're gonna get like little chaos symboled Snickers bars and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Nope, we're getting Fulgrim. Mark it down, people.
They gave us
2025 Fulgrim's coming out, full Emperor's Children.
I expect there to be full Emperor's Children, right? Or else they wouldn't have done that like, patch fix BS thing they put out.
Just saying.
It's like an almond joy, but it's got like pieces of glass in it.
At least the one thing Stu confirmed was that there will be more plastic aspect warriors. That was very tough to say for some reason.
Yes, I mean you're finally not going to have the Tusken Raider warp spiders going. Fucking God.
I will be very happy to see. I know they're they're gonna do the same thing as like what they did with Striking Scorpions and Dark Reapers, where they're gonna slightly update them but keep the aesthetics the same. But it would be nice to have a guy that when I drop a swooping hawk, he doesn't shatter into 10 pieces.
You can update the aesthetics on good models.
Yeah.
Warp spiders are not good models. Warp spiders need a redo.
I don't see him doing it. I see him sticking to the same aesthetic. Maybe they'll update their jump pack a little bit or make it look a little better. But
it's the fact that they literally pop in and out of reality. They shouldn't have the most static pose ever.
That I'll give you.
Come on.
Or wearing the most 1980s shoulders you could ask for.
Dude, sometimes you gotta have big shoulder pads on your business suit. Thank you very much.
You could serve beverages on their shoulder pads.
Well, more plastic Krieg's gonna be nice.
No.
And also they said, it'll be interesting. I wonder how much they're gonna put out for that.
Confirmed Krieg hater right here.
I like Krieg a lot, except for the fact that there's people in the hobby that ruined it for everyone.
Yes.
They're barely even they might as well be considered heretics. Burn them all. He destroyed the resources of the planet. We can always find more infantry.
If you want to bring out some of that stuff, though, there's a really easy way to do it. Go, hey, guess what? All this solar auxiliary stuff that we have for Horus Heresy, here's rules for 40K.
I said that to you with the Imperial Agents release. I thought it'd be a great place to push some of those Horus Heresy models.
I'm going to go to the wall on this because it is true. Honestly, will we get more than one aspect next year? At the rate we're going, all the aspects will come out by 2027. I mean, I do have the same warp spiders that I had 26 years ago now at this point in time. They're heavy because they're metal, so...
Yeah, if somebody gives you a lip, you drop your warp spiders into a tube sock and
boom. Everybody knows that you auto win your game if your opponent's unconscious from getting hit by warp spiders. Look, you didn't make his save.
Bro, you really want to step right now? I got a 3rd edition Avatar with me.
Man, shut up! I got a venerable dreadnought from 3rd edition. We'll go,
man.
That would be amazing, by the way. And if we got the warp spider Phoenix Lord, yes.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if anybody doesn't know, basically the Phoenix Lords period they just grab the armor, then you get all the memories and everything, the entirety of the person's being zooms into you.
I mean, if you don't know the backstory of warp spiders and Phoenix Lords, then you should probably check out the 40K Lorecast.
Speaking of that, I should probably put up a little drop into my Discord, or you can go to the 40klorecast.com, or as I like to call it, 40k lorecats.
We got somebody working on art for Brad for a 40k lorecat. Work in progress.
John hates it so much, by the way.
Did you send him
the best part about
picture?
it?
Say again?
Did you send him the preview picture I sent you?
No, I want him to be completely so he hates everything about the fact that I can't speak English or anything else. He's like, why are we getting all these random cat pictures? I'm like, that could be my problem.
So the whole thing with the roadmap was, and everything they did for 40K in this preview, it was like less than 5 minutes long or around 5 minutes long. And it gave you no information.
Yeah, like I really would love to talk about an Astra Militarum and Eldari release. It should be birthday time for me. But
Yeah.
what am I getting? Because I really don't like the Krieg stuff. I just I don't want. I hate this multiple factions of guard thing. Bleh. So like, please, anything. One kit. Give me one kit.
They could have
Confirm
done.
to me that I'm
Yeah.
not getting Death Corps Death Riders. Please, I don't need another cavalry regiment.
All I know is, one, it looks like the Imperial Knights trying to teabag who was ever underneath him.
Yeah.
And that Eldari looks like she's been hitting the gym. It's impressive. That model is jacked. It's like,
thick Dari.
you're like,
When Imperial Knights drop, if they drop another knight into 40k, it'd be fun. But there's such a skew list as it is now. I can't get hyped for it.
it's also a shit ton of knights.
You know what we need? We need a knight with indirect fire weapons
Please stop. Go away from indirect.
that can fly. A flying knight with indirect weapons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, I think that might actually be. Is that Eldritch Omen art piece for the Eldar? Yeah, I think it is actually. I do like that they recycle their artwork quite a lot. You know what I mean? They take old pieces. You're like, wait a minute. Yeah, please no. You know how much I hate aircraft? I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that when I talk about aircraft. I hate them with a passion of 1,000 suns. And if it was 1,000 suns, I would hate the 1,000 suns with a passion of 1,000 suns.
That's a lot of suns.
That's so many
Anyway.
suns.
So how many codexes do we have left to go right now?
Look,
Outside of
a
the-
lot.
There's a ton, right?
Like 2/3 of the, actually more.
Can't they just say that we're putting out 12 codexes next year, one a month for the year, and get everybody happy? And you don't have to give us the exact order, but like they did with the last roadmap, where it was like in fall, these 4 books are coming. And if you don't want to put all of them, put redacted on a couple of them, because then we all get to speculate over which one it is for a little bit. But these 3 are coming, plus some extra stuff, because we like to sell stuff and make money.
I mean, we have so much that we have to do chapters. We have to do so much chaos.
You're not getting anything outside of the couple big ones. I don't think we're gonna see like like we saw at the end of 8th. I don't think you're gonna see Iron Hands, Ultramarine, Salamanders, and all that. I just don't see that happening.
Well, you still need Eldari. You still need Dark. I mean, are they going to just shove them in again the same? I'd like to see Dark Eldar get their own codex.
Oh, Drukhari will get their own codex without a doubt. I mean, but it's like it's gonna be bizarre. I don't know. They're gonna have the same problem that they're having with Ynnari, of how do they balance? Are they gonna do 2-point costs? Like, hey,
They
if it's
do,
Ynnari, it's this.
It's so goddamn easy. You know what? You put your points in your book. You know what you can take? The shit that's in your book. There you go. Ah,
I mean, right now, even for your generic armies, your points aren't in your book.
No, they're not in your book at all. I mean, if you do, has there been a book that came out where the points were correct yet?
I
can't think of one.
KR, see, you don't get confused with me. It's never going too fast for me. I have the attention span of a gnat. I need something new always, so it's never too fast. Peaches, yes, but there's so much alternative shit you can use for Space Wolves that's in in AOS right now. We touched on just a couple of them. There's so many things that are Thunder Wolves and Space Wolfy that are just wildly cooler than the 40k models are right now for Space Wolves. Like, they've got an entire line of shit with wolf cloaks for 2 different factions that are like badass as shit for Space Wolves. And technically they're all GW models, so you can just slam them on the board, to be honest with you.
When I started this game, the GW rep sold me on a box of models. He went, all of these are posable any way you want. You can do anything you want with them. Can I have that back, please?
Oh, so I can answer why that's gone. That is a very simple thing. 3D printers. It is hard to 3D print a bit when they've got like so many bizarre angles for junction points on stuff. that you really need to have an engineering degree.
Well,
to
you know what you could do then? You could stop being pricks about this whole Amazon thing, turn yourself into an IP, print money, and give me the models I want, even though they're easy to 3D print.
Yes. Also, you know why people 3D print? Well, there's a million ways, but one of our weaponry of the Spanish Inquisition is amongst our weaponry is the fact of I'm gonna 3D print anything where you won't give it to me. I will give you money for this. You're like, no, I won't take your money. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna print it, and then they're like, I'm mad at you for printing this. You're like, I tried to buy it from you.
Because I'm a diehard Tyranid fan. I think I'm on every Tyranid board, presence, Facebook group, you name it. I see it all. The minute exocrines become available on GW's website, a post goes up in all of them. And then normally within 5 minutes, it's like, yeah, they're out of stock again.
Yeah, exactly. It just, like, again, they're like,
people want them. They're willing to pay you your $75 per model for these things that you can only buy directly from GW, by the way. And your local store gets screwed out of sales.
They're legitimately forcing people into 3D printed stuff because they won't give you the model. And then they're upset about 3D printing. You're like, come on, dudes. You know what I mean? If you don't want 3D printed, and the thing is that there would be so much less 3D printing. There's always going to be some, but there would be so much less if you had the inventory to sell. So, I mean, Corey's got it right on this. It just, if everybody can actually get a Codex before 11th edition comes out, or you could do like we did to Guard and go, hey man, what do you think about your Codex? Cool. It doesn't work. 10th edition's out.
I'd say you got Stu with the fishing rod and the Codex on the end of it. He's like, oh, you doing the Borat voice. Oh, you will never get.
So.
And then one day Lord Solar got free of his chains and he
got it.
I was talking with my GW rep today and, talking about the reveals because, hey, look, they're fanboys just like the rest of us. And he was like, yeah, he goes, I was watching the reveal last night. I was up and he goes, and I got mad. And I'm like, yeah, like the rest of us. And he was like, what I don't understand is they didn't tell you anything about what's coming the rest of the year. He goes, I do sales for them. Guess how I get paid? And I'm like, based upon sales? He was like, yeah, a little bit of my sales money comes from sales. And I went, how you feeling about things? He was like, they could release more models and codexes and make me real happy.
And or let you buy the things. Yeah. Hey, how are your salespeople doing? Who knows? We don't let them sell things. Hey, I just got these guys to buy every single one of these 10 models. And they went, we don't have any of those. But you said that we had. It's like if you ran commercials for shit you don't have.
Yeah. So
they've been doing that for like 6 years now.
I was like, are Pariah Nexus decks back in stock? He goes, yep, we got them in 2 days ago. And I'm like, all right, I'd like to order some. And he was like, well, I'm not saying that you're going to get them when you order them. And I was like, but you said they were back in stock. He was like, yeah, but, did you order them 2 days ago when they were in stock? And I'm like, I ordered some last week and you guys didn't send any.
They might as well just have that dude have a wagon that he just sells shit out of. What do you have on you currently? I'm going to buy those. Yeah, exactly. And it's gone.
And it's gone. Today.
Yeah, exactly. They were in stock, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's how you get a game balance. You just don't let anybody buy the broken shit.
No, but then it doesn't matter because the people that want to play the broken shit will just 3D printer go burn. And then the rest of the people will go, hey, that's broken. I wish I had any of them. Sucks to suck, bro. Boom.
I was talking with another TO and he was like, man, I don't understand why people aren't signing up for my GT. And I was like, oh, well, you have your player packet out. I was asking him a whole bunch of the pertinent questions. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, let me look over your player packet. And I was like, the second thing is you have to be painted a battle standard. No 3D printed, proxied, or converted models.
Yeah.
Dude, there's the line that's fucking you right there.
Yep.
Well, wait a minute. This isn't the event we're going to in September, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I like Zoom's Zeus is like,
Thank God.
I won't be going anymore.
You mean
Or
the
I'll
guy
be
who
going
has
for
a
one
3D printer in
game.
his house? Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, no, there's 1,000 points of 3D printed Lehman Russes in my army, so
The real reason yesterday is why people in 13 original colonies were voted. Ah, fuck. I do want to see what's coming out. You know what would have been awesome if they would have actually showed us some Krieg models, showed us some Eldari models, and
what?
You could have showed us one of each, and it could have just been one basic model, and we all would have been hyped and happy. I love.
I'm
those
never
processes.
happy.
I mean, I would have been happy if you wouldn't have shown me a Guardian. Look at join an aspect shrine or don't. Quit being a pussy about it.
They would have previewed one Guardian and Brad would have gone C tier.
If that.
They're going to come out with the preview and it's going to be a squad of Guardians and a Crimson Hunter. It'd be like, Brad, just for you.
Yeah, KR watched him on Long War. You know, watching the reveal itself, I like watching other people's reaction to the Long War, or reaction to Long War, reaction to reveals. I was much more happy hearing you guys talk about the reveal than actually watching the reveal.
I almost messaged you last night about 10 minutes before the reveal, but let's just go live and let's watch the reveal. I'm glad I didn't because number one, we would have got demonetized because I would have lost my. And number two, I don't think I could have said anything positive even remotely yesterday because I was just angry about the roadmaps.
Oh no, that's Hunter. The thing the knight is teabagging is a Space Marine lieutenant.
It of course will be the new lieutenant. So exactly, everyboris go for lieutenant.
Have they put out for primary lieutenant?
All of them,
like 70 of them or something.
Except everybody didn't know. There's about 1 million Primaris lieutenants, but the best guy grabbed the most generic of weapons. He grabbed a combi weapon and then powered up because of that and went, I now, achievement unlocked. I now have every single special word, keyword.
Yeah.
It's just him and Gaunt's ghost sitting in a bar together.
Yeah.
Grangers, I still am not going to buy any tools. I don't fix anything.
Yeah. It's all right. I got my ad for insurance, so we're all good.
You guys need a sugar daddy that pays for your YouTube account for you, like I have.
I mean, on my regular account, I do. This would be the Death or Glory YouTube account. I don't watch nonsense.
Oh, guys, come on! You gotta get the super chats going. Brad can't even afford a no ad version for the Death or Glory account.
I mean, clearly.
At least, please like and subscribe and leave a comment.
Boom! There we go. Zoom's showing up. Click, click.
And add down there in the comments your most embarrassing 40K stories, and maybe we'll do a little rundown of everyone's favorite 40K stories.
Man, your most embarrassing? Those are all my greatest moments.
I know. I don't understand people who don't like their embarrassing stories. They're the best.
Also, I am excited for Space Marine 2. The fucking videos they've been dropping have looked hot fire.
Yeah, when they put together their animated videos and their preview stuff, they do a good job. Their studio does some great work with that. But man, they just missed the boat on this reveal. I'm still like fuming because I'm just like, I can plan out my what in retail we call the golden quarter, where you get a lot of your sales for the year. I can look at things and forecast some stuff out and kind of have an idea on some models to stock up on. And now I'm going, all right, I guess I got to wait for Christmas boxes to come out in November.
I'm going to the wall on this. One, Brad, you can't play Space Marine 2 on your flip phone. Gory, are Nova lists viable? Probably more excited to hear you guys Dutch rudder each other. Yeah, dial up. I have so many AOL discs.
He's never paying for it. He's got 100 free hours.
I'm ready for it. All of the things, some of the stuff. God damn it, Mike. You did basically almost kill traffic when you did that. So. It just any new rules would be nice. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just looking forward to stuff. The reveal did suck balls. Let's just be honest.
Brian said, "Oh, my guys are fanboys," and I go, I really don't want fanboys running my company. I want
Yeah.
business professionals running my company. I don't care if they've never even heard of the game. I would prefer.
Your salespeople can be fanboys, right? If your salespeople are fanboys, that's great because they get hyped, they get excited. That's something you need in sales. I get that as someone who is in sales and who does that and tries to stay hyped and be positive and upbeat and happy about stuff. But man, at the end of the day, I'm like, what do we do? All right, so this is what you're playing, right? All right, well, this is the stuff that works. I already have all that stuff. Well, all right then. Have you thought about adding this assassin? It's like there's only little things you can add.
There should be a drawer with like kill team rules in it and stuff like that. So instead of sending Stu out to get absolutely run over during the Nova stream, they can actually give some content.
I mean, I felt bad for him on that. I mean, he just had zero ammunition. He's just like, "Hey, man, do you like waffles or pancakes?" You're like, what?
I'm assuming they gave the interview prep material, and it was like 3 pages of AOS stuff and a page and a half of Blood Bowl stuff. And he got to the 40K stuff. He was like, "Oh man, I must have dropped a page," and just asked a random question. And Stu's like, felt bad. Not really, but if I was a better person, I would have felt bad.
If I was a better person, I would have felt bad.
And just to let you know, the warehouse is not staffed by guys. There's a person in charge of the robots that pack and pull everything. That's not a human position, unfortunately, anymore for them.
A human position? It's just goddamn robots everywhere.
Their warehouse now is all their orders are pulled and packed by robots.
GW pulled a Willy Wonka and they went Oompa Loompa up some Necrons and they're now running their warehouse.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, the Nova lists are not live, or I would have done some stuff with that.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it is the evening before the tournament.
Well, I'm gonna assume because Sam's running 40K, right? I'm gonna assume Sam went, nah, I don't feel like it.
Sam's like, I was gonna push this live, but look what I also found. Fuck you. Goddamn robots. Robot overlords.
I will say that it started out like when they switched over to the robots late spring, early summer. And the first several orders we got in, we were like, oh, why are half the packages inside the boxes destroyed? And they were like, oh yeah, we're packing with robots now. And I'm like, maybe you should I don't know, turn down the manhandling sensor here to, gently put the boxes in there, not just cram them in and go, plastic, smush, smush, smush. They were quite horrible there for a little bit, but they've gotten better.
Would you agree with Necrons versus Nurglings in the GW warehouse times?
Oh yeah. It's 100% what's going on.
Ciao, Dorian. Pete is fucking coming out and destroying orcs with blood claws. Love it.
Yeah.
All of the things, some of the stuff. I mean, in the end, the reveal was a tornado of dicks or a stinky turd. I'm not really sure which.
The reveal was so bad that we're struggling to fill an hour of content talking about it. This is your roadmap for the next quarter, and we can't even fill an hour of content talking about it.
And it sucks because of the fact that, to be fair, I just thought we'd have so much stuff that we wouldn't be able to talk about it. You know what we talked about for most of the reveal about AOS, something I don't play.
The AOS reveal was, nice. There was good stuff in there. Yeah, it was reworks of older models and redos of sculpts, but at least they were models. You're talking about Games Workshop, who is a model company. Their entire thing is we sell models that have a game associated with it. And this reveal was, for 40K, their biggest seller, 70% of their market share. And they went, hi. Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, I do love the fact I'm going to the wall. First off, Gary, the lack of a reveal show. And then Eric with my favorite comment from the Twitch stream was, this reveal could have been an email.
My comment was, is you could have done it with bullet points on a business card.
It would have said things are happening next year. What kind of things? You know,
I can always go
things.
with the humor of our company is, when there's a reveal show, I have to go into our purchasing agents for two of our divisions, and I have to give them like rundowns and talk to them about everything. So I had a meeting scheduled this morning, and my meeting was a 30-second email of, "Don't bother, I'll talk to you guys later."
Yeah, instead we got Stu with a laser pointer going, "Hey everybody, look."
Chase the red dot. Chase the red dot. Oh, you're not cats. Aw.
Just what? Why the? I gotta get my cheat. I gotta get my cheat, guy. Fuck.
Woosah.
Follow the path, Brad.
Oh
Follow
my-
the path.
What the fuck do you have a reveal if when you pull the fucking curtain away, there's nothing there but a bag of dicks? There was nothing there. Check it out. If you have nothing to reveal, then don't do a reveal. It's just
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
Like, they could have said, "Hey, we're revealing Blood Bowl and Age of Sigmar. At our next reveal show, we will cover these other things."
Yes.
And we all would have went, "All right, well, fine. Reveal what you need to reveal." And then we wouldn't have got our hopes up and then went, it was-
They're building up for the LVO reveal when they reveal that Guard and Eldar are coming out.
I didn't know that they were giving me the instructions of step 1, put a hole in the box. Step 2, put your junk in the box. Open the box. Fuck. Just fuck.
Step 1, we get all of our head game designers together. Step 2, we have a press conference. Step 4, profit.
Step 1, collect underpants.
Just exactly, Dora. If they would have just had no information, but it would have just gave us a roadmap of, hey, here's everything that's coming out. Don't even give the months. Just kind of give this is what we're hoping to put out. Even I would just say hoping, because we've had so many delays in the past. Hoping, fuck, hoping. I would have been great with that. Man, we're gonna do.
Said quarter 1, these 3 books. Quarter 2, these 3 books. Quarter 3, these 3 books. We all went, yay! We have a rough idea when stuff's coming.
Flash a new Warp Spider, and nobody cares how little content is in it.
Yeah. I mean, I know you don't like Kriegser, but you put a new Krieger model up there. You put,
Yes.
let's just say a Krieg Thomas up.
Even if I don't like the whole idea of Krieg, like you put new Krieg models up, I'm gonna go, all right, love.
Fucking next reveal is 40K is now pure subscription. Miss a monthly payment, we repo your models.
Oh, that's the other thing I'm getting is the new the paid Combat Patrol magazine. And my buddy goes to me, he goes, "You know what the Guard get?" And I'm like, "No, what?" And he goes, "A Rogel Dorn." I'm like, how the hell does a Rogel Dorn work in a Combat Patrol? And then I look and Eldar got Howling Banshees. How is that an even split?
Dude,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is Howling Banshees can't hurt anything now, let alone in a kill team, kill a Rogel Dorn. And Anna, you are 100% correct. So,
Corey, I agree with you on the Horus Heresy. The Horus Heresy guy, I was pretty shocked. Looked like a 24-year-old who just kind of rolled out of bed and was like, "All right, I'm here for the preview show." It was like,
Well, let's be honest. If you're a fan of Horus Heresy, there's a greater than average chance that you're going to end up on a late night documentary on serial killers. For one reason or another, either victim or perpetrator, one of the two.
fuck.
look, I love the lore of the Horus Heresy. The models are really cool. If the game wasn't 7th edition,
Yeah.
even though it's a
I love that-
modified 7th edition, I'd probably like it more. It's just
I love that the heavy sentinel looks like a fat man with his gut hanging over his belt. It's fantastic.
Game time box. At least it wasn't. I took almost a year to get a Bellicor. It was a gift. I got Snigs a gift, and I told him about it on his birthday, and then I handed the box to him on his next birthday. And your last year's gift came in. There you go. It's fucking just. This preview sucks, assholes.
Dorian, if they haven't sent you your Skaven
Ah.
by now, please message me at the art store and we can help you out.
Horus Heresy guest speaker, the Zodiac Killer.
No, wait. Under
Oh, fuck.
since they went to Age of Sigmar, doesn't that mean he's hunting lizards? Seraphon?
Possibly.
Somebody ran me down the Seraphon lore recently, and I was like, "This stuff is crazy." I'm sticking to 40k.
Yeah.
I mean, even Britt knows the reveal was trash.
Straight trash.
See?
But it was what is as much trash as you think the Rio is, Brett.
I know. I'm not starting that up. She'll get. I'm not even. I'm not. Dude, she can't hear that. So
What?
no.
What?
Brian wanted to hear your opinions about the Rio.
Fucking straight trash.
Straight,
Goddamn
straight
prison.
trash.
So
Fucking prison. Grown ass men with their tiny toys.
I'm a fishing commercial. I do love the fact that Garrett's in Colorado. But let's do our looks into the future though. What is coming out the rest of this year and next year? And they can't just have nothing. So like we have to say what we predict. They clearly weren't ready with the reveal, but they are going to try to sell shit in 40K.
Right, so we know Blood Angels are coming, right? So we got to assume at some point in late October, early November, because normally it's a month after they throw a box out.
Correct.
But it feels like they're going to wait longer for this book for some reason. The Blood Angel standalone book with Sanguinary Guard, with individual kits for all the stuff, will pop. I got to assume that this is going to be the year where they, at some point, go, hey, all these models aren't selling. Can you guys make them sell by making their points cheaper or doing something to them to make them sell? And we're going to get a balance update that really shakes things up in points. That's my opinion. I think we're going to get a huge points change to a lot of stuff that just isn't played.
I mean, that's a lot of
It would
stuff.
have to be to stuff isn't played, because the way GW looks at things, there's no way they're looking at the meta and thinking that the meta is the problem. So I don't know. Get ready, Brad. All your favorite Outrider models will come back in vogue.
My Outrider models. I gotta go to Brandon's for that. All his bikes. He's so sad. He does have an entire cabinet that's just legends, which makes me laugh, but also it's sad.
Yeah, there's now like this slight aura of fear. All right, a guard book's coming out, an Eldar book's coming out. Which crazily expensive model that I own will I just put on a shelf forever?
Well, I mean, I do love the fact that I have multiple Wraith Knights, and they were so ridiculous that I didn't bother to play Eldar for a while. So, and then I mean, there's been multiple
Hey,
things.
Brad, you showed up at the Salt City during the heyday of the Wraith Knight.
I didn't bring
Just
one.
after the edition came out, and you went, you know what? That's too ridiculous for me to play.
Yep. Day one, I was just like, I want to play Eldar because I'm excited to play Eldar. However, this is too jacked for me to play. You're like, the guy that has an animation of him riding the freaking the bandwagon. Yes, it's too broken for that guy. So yes. I did have it was so busted. We had Tom, who hadn't been playing it all in 10th edition, and we went to a team tournament. We're like, Tom, you're just playing this list. And he's like, but I haven't been playing at all. And he played one practice game, and Lyles went, I think I'll be fine with this army. Yeah.
We handed a double Wraith Knightlet to a guy who had never played a competitive game of 40k, and I think he went 4-3.
It's just
And he went 4-3, and he tabled his opponent on turn 3 in the first game, and didn't know you had to score points and lost.
Oh, did you? I actually, you know what? I'm going to tell a story because we don't have that much time left, and I want to end on fun, not just the reveal. Same team tournament. Tom shot a Night Spinner into Gator's Land Raider and killed it with one Night Spinner, and then broke Gator's mind by trying to explain to him how it was perfectly mathematically average that happened. It broke his brain. He was just like, no, it's not. It was fantastic.
It's like how many, like if they had changed that Eldar book like one unit at a time, how many lists could we have gotten out of that book that just won tournaments?
Oh, then they ended up coming up the top ringer up. The thing is that we didn't really start. It's not even just the Eldar thing. Obviously, Eldar were broken, but they were broken because the mechanics of 10th were jacked for 4 months, 6 months. You know what I mean?
4 months. It was
yeah.
4 months. It was
4
really
months.
4.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't start playing until we got the first data slate was for me was the beginning of 10th, because it felt like we were play testing 10th, and they were like, all right, thanks for the feedback, now here's the actual game. You're like, well, this kind of sucked before. You're like, yeah, but now it's good. You're like, oh, okay, but what was that time before? We don't talk about that. Like, oh, okay.
The before times.
Well, I mean, legitimately, 10th, whether you like 10th edition or not, the game didn't come online until that first data slate. That's just when we started playing.
And it is one of my issues with their whole we're going to schedule things. It's like when things need to be worked on, work on them. Because I would have loved to explore that Eldar Index, down to its core, but it was so powerful at the top end and then gone.
Yeah. And now it's in such a bizarrely bad state where it's like, you know what? You did say there's a book coming. You know what? Just leave it alone.
Yeah. Now I'm like, how many 400-point units can I put in my Eldar army? Let's try that out.
All I'm saying is I hope to God that I get that 1 month of laughing at some Ynnari Soul Burst level mechanic that they're going to give the Eldar.
Put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Dude, you know what? I'm ending on this. Back at playtesting times, Sparks and I, that's how I'm going far enough back. This is an 8th edition when we just started. And we got the original Soul Burst, and I drove up a Ynnari army against Sparks playing some other type of Eldar Ynnari. And on his bottom of one, he shot one of my units, and then I proceeded to table him by going back and forth Ynnari-wise on his turn. And he just pauses at the end of his turn and just goes, so, I feel like this might be a problem. Like, you think so, man? It's super exciting to kill something on your turn and then have your army swept off the board. You're like, this, I don't know if there's been a less fun mechanic on the board. I don't know. Invisible with 2 up rerollable saves was also not exactly awesome, but that was...
You got to give Soul Burst credit where credit is due. It ended the game nice and quick so you could move on with your life.
I'll never live that down. When they did the Eldar reveal, and I was like, they showed Guardians and something else, and I was like, the reveal was lame, and everybody's like, Brad said Eldar were C tier at best.
Oh, they cheaped the shit out of you.
Oh,
yes, forever. It's never gonna go away.
It was the worst preview for the most broken thing they've ever done.
Yes,
no, that's not.
They're
accurate,
like behind them was just like missile powered chainsaws flying at you.
Yeah.
But what they showed you was a silk glove with a Jello pie. You're like, what about those missile powered chainsaws? No. Nobody gets to see that. Let's reveal this.
Yeah. Just off to the left was Undertaker dressed up like Kane, just ready to break your head open.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag never forget.
Paul Barrow showed up and he was like, "Whoa, Guardians!"
Fucking gaslight. It was. You know what? Screw you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going home. And I am going home. Brian, tell us about the art store.
All right, the art store, cny.com for all your Warhammer needs. Pop in 15% off models every day, and they have a fantastic rewards program where when you spend $400, you get a $50 off coupon on your next purchase. So, and the points don't expire, so they build up really nice. So it's really easy to get an extra $50 off.
Zoobs, give me one of the prayers.
Well, today we've got information. Remember, for your safety, when bayoneting an oncoming foe, thrust firmly into the throat or chest, and to ensure the foe is dead, repeat the procedure several times.
And on that, Queen's waiting out, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. Take it easy.